Today I'm here in Adopt Me to show you guys how you can get more yarn beanies so you can get yourself a cute little snowball pug. You do need yarn beanies to get these guys. They are the bait you have to use to tame the little snowball pugs. If you need help figuring out how to tame a snowball pug, I do have a video about how to do that, and I'll have it linked down below and in the card. But this video is just going to show you guys how you can get more yarn beanies so you can get a bunch of them. The first way you can get yarn beanies, and one of the easier ways of getting them, is by doing your dailies. You can actually claim one yarn beanie from completing your daily task. So I definitely recommend doing this. You can do this every single day. This will reset the next day and you can get another one. This will be very helpful to get some yarn beanies for free every day, but you only get one for completing your 3 daily tasks. So you can get one daily, which can be helpful, but you are going to need more. You need about 10 to tame them, or maybe a little bit over if you do mess up in the taming process. There is a way that you can kind of get more without really doing too much. All you have to do is complete your daily tasks, so you can go on an alt account, complete your daily tasks, and then trade one of the yarn beanies to your main account because they are tradable, so you can also do that. So if you're having trouble getting the yarn beanies from the mini games, you might go on an alt account and do your 3 daily tasks from here. The tasks will be different for each one, but if you complete these, you can grab another yarn beanie and then trade it to your main account too. So you can also do that with your alt accounts, and you can do that multiple times depending on how many alt accounts you have. So that's another method you could do to try and get more yarn beanies for your main account. And I feel like that would be a really good way of doing it too. You can also just get them from your alt account in your task board and get a lot of them that way. And then once you've done it with one alt account, if you do it with more, then you'll get more yarn beanies. So that is another method you can do, is using your alt accounts if you want to. So there is more ways to get the yarn beanies, and the other way you can get them is by playing the mini games. In the mini games, you have a 1 in 8 chance of getting a yarn beanie for completing a mini game. So you can get one from Humbug or Sleigh Ball. Both of these will give you a 1 in 8 chance of getting yarn beanies, and I played for just a little bit and I got a few yarn beanies from playing the mini games. So honestly, I feel like the mini games are going to be the best way to get yarn beanies for free, and probably one of the faster ways of getting yarn beanies, because you only get one from your daily task and you need more than that to tame one of the snowball pugs. So playing mini games will help a lot. You get gingerbreads for playing the mini games, so you might as well play just to get some gingerbreads to get the other pets, and then you have a chance of getting one of the yarn beanies too. And then you can also use your alt account in mini games and have your alt account play mini games, and then you'll have a more likely chance of getting yarn beanies and trading them to your main account, and then you can get more yarn beanies to get that adorable snowball pug. So that is another method if you are having trouble getting them with just your main account. But it's a 1 in 8 chance, so in every 8 games you should be able to at least get one, or maybe even sooner. So the more you play the mini games, the more likely you are to get a yarn beanie. So I definitely recommend that method. That one is the best way to get them really fast for free. You can also trade these ones, so they are tradable. So you can trade for yarn beanies if you want to. But I have a feeling that at first they're going to be kind of hard to get if you're not offering like really good pets, because everyone wants them right now. Is worth a rare to an ultra rare for now anyways, but as time goes on, the more likely people are going to get more yarn beanies and the more the value will go down. So you can also trade for them, but another way is buying them with Robux. You can get a ×10 yarn beanie bundle for 250 Robux, and this will give you one snowball pug. So 250 Robux will give you one of them. But you can't use them all at once. You do have to actually wait for them to respawn. Once you give them a yarn beanie, you have to wait till the next time they spawn again to give them another one. So you do have to actually wait. So you might as well go ahead and just play the mini games and try to get the Yarn Beanies. But if you want Yarn Beanies right now, then you can buy that bundle with Robux. So the main ways of getting them is your dailies and the mini games, and that is the best ways to get them. And if you really want one, you can also trade for one, but honestly, I think getting them from the mini games and the daily tasks will help a lot. So those are some things you can do to get more Yarn Beanies, because you are going to need a lot of them. You need 10 to claim just one Snowball Pug. So that means if you want a neon Snowball Pug, you are going to need 40 Yarn Beanies. And if you want to try and get a mega, you are going to need 160 Yarn Beanies to get a mega Snowball Pug. And it will take a lot of time because, like I said, you can't use them all at once. You can tame them and then you'll get 10%, and then you'll have to wait for the next time that they spawn back in to tame them again. Sometimes they're not there, sometimes they are there, but if you need help figuring out when they are there and when they aren't there, I recommend watching that video because I explained that a little bit more. But that is how you get the Yarn Beanies. Hopefully this video is helpful and you can get yourself a Snowball Pug. Minigames is going to be the best method, I think, and alt accounts will help a lot as well. So I think those two things will be the best way of getting lots and lots of Yarn Beanies. I have a feeling that the Snowball Pug is going to be worth a lot, so it might be kind of hard to trade for them. That also means if you get one, you can trade them and get, I don't know how much these guys are going to be worth for now, but I bet you could probably get some pretty good trades if you can find those trades. It is new, so the longer that they are out and the more people are getting them, the more the value will go down. So honestly, if you can get a Snowball Pug, you might want to trade it at first when they have a bigger value, so you can get a big win from the trade, because the longer that they are out and the more people are getting them, the less likely you are to get a really good trade for them. But right now it seems like they're worth a lot, so hopefully you guys can get your hands on one. Let me know if you have traded one too, and what have you gotten from a Snowball Pug. I am very curious to see what people are getting for them. Maybe I should trade some. I did finally get one on the first date, and I'll post that video soon, but it just takes the longest to actually get the Yarn Beanies and then waiting for the Snowball Pugs to actually show up. But they are so adorable, but they can be kind of hard to get and take a lot of grinding. But I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully you can get one for yourself. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye!